Buzz Unlisted in 5, 4, 3, 2.
What's up, guys? We are here on Buzz Unlisted. I am Trey Rich, and I'm sitting here next to my co-host. This is Chanel Herland.
Hi, everybody.
And that is Kaori Take.
Hi, everyone.
Every time. Sounds so good when you say it. Every time.
You like that? Ooh, do you like that?
So how are you guys doing?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm good. I just love Hollywood and the drama that happens every single day without fail.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It's literally a thing. Like, because they perform in drama, they feel like drama must precede their lives, apparently.
Yeah. And sometimes the drama is not even like newsworthy, but somehow we manage to fixate ourselves on like this one piece of information and it blows up.
Right.
And then we get sucked into like the article deep hole of just reading social media and just can't put it down.
I think we just get addicted to certain actors or actresses or musicians. Like, we have favorites that we just go down a rabbit hole with.
Yeah.
Yes,
That
definitely.
happens with me in The Bachelor.
Yes, actually, with me, I think there was a really long period of time I wasn't a huge fan, but I loved watching crazy things about Britney Spears, like her coochie falling out, all types of crazy stuff.
Yes.
There was some things.
But it's also like you kind of feel bad for her and you're just like, Britney, when did this happen and why? Like, what was that turning point that it just went so bad? You know what I mean? Like, you just kind of want to find it.
Sometimes you just want to give her a hug. Like, honey.
Sometimes they make these mistakes so we don't have to.
There we go. Love it.
That's a very good way to look at it.
Love it. Learn from the celebs and their mistakes.
So, anywho, we are here to talk about the top 10 what the fuck moments that are happening in Hollywood today.
And we've only got the 10. I mean, there are a lot more, but we had to nail it down to only 10. Like we said, this happens daily.
Yes.
There's a lot to talk about.
Yes. Let's see. So let's get into the first one. Okay, this one grinds my gears. Justin Bieber's wife, Hailey Bieber, tried to trademark Bieber Cosmetics, but the trademark was rejected because Justin already owns it. How does that conversation go down at home? Like, can we really discuss, like, you're married to somebody and you want to start a line and the name has already been trademarked. Did this conversation not happen?
So this is where I'm like, maybe it's just different because they're both mega celebrities and have a lot of money. But like, I've been with my boyfriend for 8 years. What's his is mine, what's mine is his. So if I wanted to use his name for my cosmetic line, but it obviously was already trademarked, he'd be like, cool, yeah, do it. Like, It's ours. You know, you can have it. Maybe he has some stakes in the company, whatever, but it wouldn't be such a dramatic headline as such.
Right.
I also feel like you said earlier that I don't think Justin even knows that he has his name trademarked for a cosmetic line.
My guess is she got the denial. She went up to him and said, you know, Bieber Beauty is already trademarked. He's like, oh crap, I totally forgot.
Yeah, but then again, back to your question, Trey, it was like, how did that conversation not happen at home first?
Right.
Like, how did they not even do that together where they were like, oh yeah, cool, let's check out Bieber Cosmetics and then find out together even? Like, why did she have to come back to him and report and be like, hey,
Right. Why was there ever even a comeback? Why
Yeah.
wasn't he just with her?
there we go.
I just think he forgot that he had it. But that's my pure
Or
guess.
maybe he didn't even know. Like, maybe management just did this because Justin Bieber is a name and they just got to like cover their tracks and go into clothing, into beauty, into production companies, because if this happened and it wasn't trademarked and somebody else who wasn't a Bieber wanted Bieber Cosmetics, Justin would have to buy that name for so much money.
True.
Millions.
The bigger question for me, though, is why doesn't she just use her name? Baldwin's a pretty big name.
It is.
Yeah, you know, if I had to put myself in her shoes, I think when you get married and you take someone else's name, sure, it legally then becomes your name, but it's not the name that you grew up with that's like actually you.
Yeah.
Like, Baldwin Cosmetics would be awesome. I agree with you there, because then that's actually hers.
Yeah,
you know?
that's actually hers. So it just makes me wonder, does she want to lose part of her autonomy for him? That's just a little concerned, but that's me going down that gossip rabbit hole.
No, I mean, well, she changed her name on Instagram also pretty quickly. Like, she's all in there being Hailey Bieber. Like, maybe she doesn't even want to be a Baldwin anymore. She's like, I love my man. I mean, I do love them together. I'm going to be honest.
So you're trying to say
They're
she was
cute.
a believer before she
She
was
was
a Bieber?
a believer,
Sure.
baby. There are photos of that when they were like kids. Yeah, we can throw it back.
Really?
You guys just Google that. There are photos of them together. She looks not like model Hailey Baldwin at all, but she's full fangirling. She was a Belieber.
Come
So
on.
she's holding on to that
fam.
name.
I mean,
I love it.
It's a name now.
Yeah.
It's apparently because it's been trademarked.
Yeah, well, TBC, because we don't know what's going to happen there. Will she
Right.
get the name? Will she not? But moving on to some more music kind of related news is Nicki Minaj. Are we Nicki fans here?
I'm a big Nicki fan.
Are you okay? Are you?
Conflicted.
Okay, okay.
What about you?
I must be honest, and I feel like I'm going to get so much hate, so I'm very scared to say this, but I am team Cardi B.
That's all right. Speak your truth.
You know what, you guys? If I wasn't on the show, I would smack her right on out of this chair.
Oh.
Okay.
Actually, I wish I was a woman so I could smack her out of this chair.
Oh, you know,
Really?
I
Cardi
just,
B?
Yeah, I love Cardi B. I think she's very entertaining. But we're not actually talking about Cardi B. What we're talking about here is Nicki Minaj and Miley Cyrus, because the feud people is back on. Nicki Minaj went on her radio show, which has now come back after 3 months, called Queen Bee Radio, and called Miley a Purdue chicken. Now, first of all, I don't even know what that is, but I know that that's some shade going on over here.
My guess is it's not a Foster Farm chicken, but it's a Purdue chicken.
Purdue chicken. So
Right.
it's not top of the line, but it's also sold in
Like you
grocery
can get it at
stores.
John's and not
Okay.
Vons kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Got
John's
you.
not fun. Or food for less.
There we go.
Right.
You know, I just feel like these celebrity feuds are so thirsty. Like, they're just wanting attention. Like, why bring this back? Their feuds is so, like, 5 years ago. Like, let's just get along. And
Very true. I mean, I'll take that, but we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You don't know if she sent a shady text message. You don't know if something happened in the media that we just didn't see. Maybe they walked by each other and she shouted a bitch at her. You never know. They do crazy stuff like that behind and the side of camera.
I do feel like this kind of feud should stay in high school. There's a
I
point
agree.
where you mature and don't let things get to you. Don't take things personal. Nicki Minaj is a 36-year-old woman.
Yeah.
I think it's about time to just ignore.
let it go.
It's not a big deal.
You know,
It's not going to change.
Yeah, I'll take that.
if we had to put ourselves in this situation, right? Let's just say we were here as Miley Cyrus and Nicki Minaj. I don't think I would be so comfortable to throw so much shade openingly. Is that the word?
Openly.
Openly.
There you go.
There we go. Throw so much shade for everybody to hear and just be nasty. Like, I feel like that's so much wasted energy to keep this going.
I agree with that in part, but again, Nicki Minaj is a rapper. You know, the rap game is that. It's like, I'm going to throw this shade. How do you feel about it?
Yeah.
Or you said something, I'm going to say something back about it. Like,
it's-
it's part of their thing.
It is, that is true, but it's old. It's old now. Miley Cyrus even went on Capital Breakfast with Roman Kemp and said, "No more beef." She says that she also has a lyric in her song which says, "You want to know if we're really beefing? There's no beef. I'm vegan." So she's shutting it down. She's like, "I'm done with this. There's no beef." But here we go with Nicki Minaj bringing it back. So now we need a Miley clap back.
But she didn't bring that beef. She brought back the chicken. Ha 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 ha.
There we go. Either way, she's vegan. She's having a taste of nothing. So yeah, so I don't know. Like, is it necessary to keep this going on? Do you feel like maybe because she is a rapper, she like feels the need to have this kind of content for maybe future songs? Like, why bring this back, especially when the show has been like quiet for 3 months?
I don't think it's necessary. I just think it's kind of fun.
It's fun.
I think
Okay.
that might be a part of the reason
It
too.
is, 'cause sometimes it's fun to play with people and
Yeah.
just kind of, poke fun at people that are either trying to fuck with you behind the scenes or on the side of the scenes. Poke fun at them in public, like, oh, yeah, I can play with you.
So do you feel like maybe that she's not even being serious? She's kind of just, having fun here and wanting to get in the news?
I think so. I think
that's
there's
her
nothing wrong
MO.
with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, Nikki, I'm fine with that. If that's the reason, just to have some fun, girl, keep on throwing the shade.
Oh, now some time for some of my kind of favorite news, which is people who I shouldn't say we can relate to, but people who aren't necessarily celebrities but put themselves in the spotlight for doing crazy things. Recently, a man who has been accused of murdering a Tinder date. Well, actually, his girlfriend was accused of murdering Tinder date, and he's in there. He went to court and he slit his throat. How does that even happen? How do you get something to slit your throat with?
Yeah, how did you get this knife in the courtroom past security?
Well, I also feel like these kind of security, security
The detail or the people?
Detectives, yeah. Help me. Give me the words, guys. Give me the words.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because even at the airport, how many times have people actually, you know, had a pocket knife in their pocket, had like tweezers that get, you know, that they just kind of don't see when they're going through the detectors. And those detectors sometimes are just to make us feel safe going into these kind of areas, or the kind of bad stuff is actually discovered before the criminals even come into the airport.
Oh,
so
see,
maybe
you have a completely different perspective than I do. I don't know if it's because I'm a black man, but they will see an earring and pull me over and strip and whole search me.
Yeah, but it happens where they just don't see these things. So maybe the security in the courtroom is also a little bit lazy that day, and it's like, well, honey, you just slip on through. Mm-hmm. Unless he was hiding that knife somewhere. Nobody would find it.
Where was he hiding in his butthole?
I don't understand what the purpose is.
Well, I just think
so because he came in here saying, "My girlfriend's innocent. She's not the one. He didn't say I did it, but my girlfriend's innocent," and slits his throat.
Well, I think that actually it was a stupid move because it just shows that he's actually very violent and mentally has several problems.
Yes.
So it didn't really help the case at all.
He's just crazy. See, here's the thing. You know, we are a multicultural cast here, but that is some white people shit. So had this been
Honey, I would
a black man, had this been a black man or any other person, we would have been, you know, violent or a terrorist and put under the prison. But if it's a white person, oh, they're mentally ill, let's get them help.
What?
Let's put them on opioids.
You don't think slitting your throat that there's definitely something wrong with you?
Yeah, crazy. He's crazy.
He's 100% crazy.
Crazy.
That just reminds me of real quick, a Tracy Morgan stand-up where he talks about white people and the way they kill. They'll even go on the search party, pretend they don't know what happened. You know?
Right.
It's so
right.
hilarious.
It's a thing. It is a thing. See, here's the thing. As racists, I feel like we are all created equal. However, we are different, and we need to embrace those differences.
Yes, I agree.
Hey,
That's
nothing
right.
wrong with that.
Yeah.
I love it. That's a positive note here on this very dark story.
Yeah, dark story.
Thanks, honey.
Strange
Thanks,
story,
Trey.
actually.
I like that.
You're welcome. You know what? I do what I can, and I can do a lot.
Strange
Bring
story
the
that
light
needs
to the
news.
darkness.
Bring the light. Bring the light. Okay, so this is another topic. See, I mean, I don't really care so much for it, but hey, people are in love with these girls. Love, love, love. So, the Spice Girls may extend their reunion tour to the US. The tour started off plagued with bad audio problems and technical difficulties, but it ended up being a pretty good show, they say.
So I was a mega Spice Girls fan when I was like 7 years old. And actually they came to South Africa and I didn't even know. My mom didn't know and I never saw the show, and I will be upset about that moment for the rest of my life. However, hearing that now, since living in the US, now that the Spice Girls are actually going to maybe be doing a US show, I'm honestly not very excited. I feel like the Spice Girls had their day. They were wonderful. I had all the movies, all the CDs. They're now coming back for their tour. First of all, Beckham isn't there, Posh Spice. Like, you need to have all the girls if you're going to have a comeback.
Right.
So I'm not surprised that the show wasn't that great and they had some bad audio. I don't even know really if any of the Spice Girls can still sing. Like, are they doing a Britney moment and at lip syncing? I don't know.
Were they ever really able to sing?
Were they? Well, you know, they had the autotune back then.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it was a good disguise.
When it comes to artists and singing, like, you have singers, aka singers, and then you have singers, aka vocal stylists, I'd say. And I feel like they were vocal stylists.
Yes.
Like, they could keep a tune, they could keep you in a vibe or a mood, but they couldn't, like, sing.
Belt it out, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
they're not going to win the voice.
Right, you would never, like, put them in the same category with, like, a Whitney.
Yes,
Or,
I
like,
agree.
you would never put Whitney and Britney in the same category because it's completely different ballrooms.
That's the thing these days. Singers aren't necessarily as talented as they used to be back in the day.
Oh, my
now
goodness,
it's a lot
thank you for
more
saying that.
entertainers, right?
Yes.
And that's fine. Like, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the whole package. We don't necessarily look for, like, one who can sing 7 octaves like Mariah Carey or Ariana Grande, which, by the way, she's a wonderful singer, but her music, why does she sing those songs?
Oh, I love them.
Oh, I know.
Wait,
love them.
who are we talking about? Ariana?
Ariana.
Yes.
Some of her music I do like.
Oh, I love it all. maybe I like, if it's an Ariana Grande song, I love it. Before it even comes out, I love it.
I think
she has a
her
great
voice is fantastic, but she has been painful to watch for quite some time.
Yes.
I mean, the drama there, though, as well. It's a
Okay,
lot.
see, here's the thing. There are people that have a lane. Mariah Carey, she had a lane. I'm going to stand there, look pretty. I might have a dancer pick me up, but I don't need to run around the stage or dance. Ariana,
Yeah.
take a note, girl. Take a note.
She's doing it all.
She is. But again, back to the Spice Girls.
Back to the Spice Girls.
Yes.
Spice Girls.
On topic, yeah.
Can you tell how much I care about them? Because I started talking about other people.
I really do enjoy the Spice Girls, though. I think they are entertainers, but having one, there's always one of the group that's like, I don't want to do this, you know?
It was really difficult.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised it's Posh, though. Like, she's got her fashion line. She's A4A, hot
Hey.
husband,
Look,
wonderful kids. Like, she's doing fine.
If I had a girlfriend
bad
that says, look, I have tickets to see the Spice Girls, would you want to go? I would be so down for it, but I wouldn't really search for it.
I'm the same page.
Yeah. So they do have audio issues. Apparently, hopefully they improve it because it wasn't the only show that had the issues. But if we paid a lot of money and had a lot of issues, I'd be upset too.
Oh, I'd be pissed
Yeah.
off. But are you going to come with us? If we get free tickets, will
Yeah,
you come?
free ticket.
As long as I can have several drinks before this, like when I've had several drinks, any concert you take
It's
me to, I can go
great.
see Barney and be living my best life if I've had enough to drink.
Yeah. So basically, you're like, I don't care what's happening on stage. Just give me the drinks. I'll be good. I'll be good, and I'll be there.
Right. And you know, it's Spice Girls, so there'll be tons of, you know, gay boys there. So I'll look completely in place with my shirt off and just like losing my whole life.
Okay. Well, clearly we're not major Spice Girl fans. That was very much in the past.
Yes.
But a fan that I am of is Honey Boo Boo.
Okay.
Because
Oh.
I just find this very entertaining. Like, this kind of reality show just took reality TV to the next level. And the money that was made with the show is unreal. So what we're talking about right now is that Honey Boo Boo is making sure that Mama June can't dip into any of her funds, because Mama June has a very terrible and kind of loser boyfriend, Geno Doak. Don't know if I'm saying that right, and quite frankly don't really care, but they've been making a lot of casino trips, so they're obviously using all the money irresponsibly, and now Honey Boo Boo, who is a child, needs to make sure that her mother doesn't tap into her money.
Yeah.
How does this happen? Like, obviously being the parent, she needs to know everything that's happening in her child's life and needs to kind of have control here. I don't know if Honey Boo Boo is legally able to take control of her money. Like, I'm not too sure of the laws over here, but this just seems a little bit messy to me.
See, again, another topic of people that I could care less about. Okay, Honey Boo Boo, like it's come on television and I've changed the channel, like on purpose, because like, why am I watching these people? Why am I giving these people my attention? I can't.
I get it.
I cannot. I will not.
It does feel like an elongated Maury Povich show or something.
It
Every
is.
time you watch her.
Like Jerry Povich, almost like a Jerry Springer / Maury Povich moment.
Although that was entertaining. I could watch Jerry Springer. My mom actually loved Jerry Springer. I was never allowed to watch.
Jerry.
Honey Boo Boo, Honey Boo Boo.
Oh my goodness.
But she's an example of entertainer, not talented. Sorry, Honey Boo Boo. I don't know. I've never really watched
No,
you in a pageant
no.
or anything, but
100% agree with
yeah.
you.
But she has made so much money off the tails of being her attitude, right?
Right,
Her
a character.
Yeah, her little sassy character, and now her mom might be able to take her money, and that's kind of a concern. I think my understanding is she created a new account, so her mom can't touch it
Okay.
right now, but.
So how do you think that goes down though? Like, is that the legal advisor, or like
It has to be.
Is that now going to cause tension between mother-daughter relationship? Because, you know, in a family, you know, every family is different, but it's like, you know, we share, although what's mine is mine, or yours is yours. Like, is this going to cause drama? Are we going to see this on the reality show?
Yeah, now that's your question. Is this reality show still happening?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is probably a catalyst to having
A topic?
a topic on the show. That's sometimes what I see. I'm like, oh, I see. This drama is going to unfold on that show for people like Chanel who can't wait to see
I need to know
what
the
goes
answers.
down.
Right. So wait, you've watched this Honey Boo Boo Child show?
Not religiously, but I have Can't give you many facts, but I know what it's about.
And they're like some like backcountry, like where are
Very
they?
low class.
Very low,
Very low.
extremely low class people.
Very low.
So like having this money, her mom was probably like, "Woo, let's
don't
go
know
to a
what to do with
casino."
it.
Is
Yeah.
that what? Wow.
Well, she's going with her druggy boyfriend,
Yeah.
on and off boyfriend, and spending all the money. There's no control there.
Yeah, apparently he was caught having crack cocaine,
Yeah.
but they're still gambling. So Honey Boo Boo's concerned that the money that she has is gonna go into crack cocaine or the casinos.
So surprisingly, right here, Honey Boo Boo, and let's just picture Honey Boo Boo in our minds, is actually being the adult over
I'd
here.
rather not. Like my stomach just turned.
But she's being the adult here. This child is thinking clearly and being like, hey, mama is spending all my money. I'm gonna need
Poor
to
girl.
have another account.
She's 13 years old.
Wow, that's crazy. She's
Yes.
got so much money.
It's just tragic that if this is the case, a 13-year-old has to be the responsible one
Yeah.
out of her mother.
You know what? I don't feel bad for her though. She has mega money problems. I wish I just had money problems that I had like too much. I don't know what to do with it. So good luck, Honey Boo Boo. You'll figure it out, girl.
She will. She will figure it out.
Honey Boo Boo, I don't know or like you. However, if you want help with the money, I can help you spend it right, baby. I can help you spend it right.
You tell her.
All right, guys, time for another topic. In other news, I don't know if you guys watched the video as well, but apparently a pregnant girlfriend, she cried and pleaded with her boyfriend to not do a YouTube stunt, which she eventually did, and the stunt killed him. She's pregnant, she already has another child with him, and he just had, well, I think it was a sort of book that he held against his chest, and she didn't want to shoot him, but he said, just shoot it, it'll be fine, it'll be fun. She shot the gun, and it went through the book into his chest, and he is dead, and now she is charged for manslaughter.
I just, like, I needed a minute when I read that headline because
Yes.
I'm like, how thirsty and desperate are you for some kind of fame or some kind of video
Attention,
to go
like,
viral? Yeah, attention. To actually, when gun violence already is such a major topic, to actually want to have create a prank to put on YouTube to get views. That includes your girlfriend who is pregnant with your child and also a mother of your other child. I'm just like, where is your mind? How is society so wrong right now?
It's craziness.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
responsibility is not there. They are not adults to even possess a gun. That's another issue. How do they have a gun to pull these stunts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we talk? Let's talk about these gun laws. How do people just have this easy access to guns?
Right.
Well, can't anybody just go in and buy a gun? That's the problem.
Pretty much,
There
you
is no law.
You pretty much got to state why you need it. They make sure that you're sane, but obviously people who aren't in the right mind end up getting them anyway. So
Yeah.
there needs to be a better screening.
What in the world? Like how? How is it that easy to just wield a gun? That blows my mind and it bothers me because I have nephews. I have young people that are growing up, so they can just go
Yeah.
into a store and be like, well,
Today I want a gun.
I've been bullied. Can I have a gun to protect myself?
No, it's
What?
terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. And the thing here, though, is now this girlfriend has now been brought into this story where very clearly in the video, I haven't actually watched the video, but I've read some of the transcript from the video, where she's pleading with him to not do it. She doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to be involved. She doesn't want to do it. And he's like, do it, girl. This is going to get us views. How do you actually go and pull the trigger? Like, where's the will? Like, where's the sense to be like,
Right.
this is ridiculous. I'm not doing this prank.
Yeah,
Like,
you could have
be
just
a
stood
human.
right on your no, young lady. Stand on the no.
So do you think she's deserving to have this
Yes.
murder charge?
Just yes, because
I-
ultimately it
I
happened.
also
She
believe-
could have said no.
She could
Right.
have.
She could have been more responsible. Look, I'm pregnant with baby number 2.
Right.
I have a kid. We're gonna walk away for a little bit till your mind is right.
Yeah. this is
Absolutely.
sick. Absolutely sick.
Absolutely.
Now she's a single mom, 2
Right.
kids,
I mean,
and
well, she is about
murder.
to have a baby, so I guess he does have a replacement. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Harsh.
But I don't
know, Trey, he's
understand.
having a hard time here,
I'm
guys.
really having a hard time understanding really doing this prank and not having like a blank or something in the gun. Like what?
Yeah, that's the problem. They're psychotic.
I think that
I don't get it. I'm so confused.
I think MTV's Jackass paved a little bit too much of a way for people to do ridiculous things like this. And the combination of that with YouTube are making people do absolutely ridiculous, crazy, death-defying stuff that when it says don't try this at home, it's true. You know?
So do you think there needs to be some kind of boundaries put in place moving forward? Because social media, I feel like, has just got completely out of hand. Like the thirst for fame and followers, and you know, the justification that I'm better than you because now I have more followers, so now I feel more important. Like, it's gone completely over the top.
I agree.
And children, I mean, I think he was like 21, this guy?
Yeah, 21, 22.
21, 22. Like, thank goodness I did not have Instagram in high school. Like, I had Facebook. Like, Facebook had kind of just come out, but I cannot even imagine being a child in this world and having to deal with all of this.
I agree.
It makes me nervous one day to have a child because as a parent, you have this responsibility to educate, and you can't control what's on the internet and what they're seeing.
And you can argue that you can hide those things from your child by having adult blocking, but your child's gonna have some friends that don't have those blockages.
Right,
They're
right.
gonna be exposed to
See,
things.
everything in this world scares me about having a child. Everything from being in the streets, from social media, to the music that sucks.
Yes.
Like, because I remember when I grew up, like, you heard great music. And sometimes the person wasn't even pretty, but their voice was so good and they were so talented that you had to follow it. You bought their music, but it wasn't always about, like, a pretty picture. Like, now, I think, there was this one time when there was this model that had become a singer. I'm not even going to say her name.
I need to know her name.
I might as well just be
Don't say her name
Cassie.
yet.
Cassie. You guys remember Cassie?
Yeah.
I remember Cassie.
You've been waiting so long. I'm here to answer your call. Do you know who could have recorded that? My mother.
Yeah.
Anybody could have recorded that, but because she was pretty, it worked. And they had something to sell on. Like, I mean, I'm not saying she's a horrible singer. Again, she's a vocal stylist.
There we go.
Yes.
We're using that word a lot today.
Vocal stylist, hey, they're real. They're out here, y'all. And you know what? Everybody's claiming that they write their own stuff. They don't. A lot of them don't. And why even portray in the media that you do?
Yeah.
That's not even for musicians. That's for authors too.
Right.
Right. Well, you ready for our next topic?
So ready, honey.
Oh my goodness.
Let's put the scary story. You've had two scary, like, killing stories today.
I get the reality checks.
I'm not into it.
But then
I'm not into it.
I always get the ones that I don't really care about the people. So is this me?
Gaga, Bradley, you don't care?
See, here's the thing. Let me rephrase that, because I do care about them as artists and people. But the whole Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper together thing, people are really making it a thing.
Did you see her obsessing over him at the award shows?
I didn't, because
Cringe.
I mean, the thing is, I didn't see A Star Is Born, so I didn't see their.
Me neither. Okay, so I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad that I didn't see A Star Is Born.
Let me tell you, didn't miss much. Okay, the movie was great. Sure, I watched it and I was like, cool, but I'm going to get hate. It was predictable, and the singing was great, acting was great, but story was, you didn't miss out.
I just feel like I have an issue with people loving to see an on-screen couple that they are just willing it so hard for them to be together in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
Why? And it might even affect their outside relationships.
Well, it did.
Yeah, to some degree.
He broke up with his girlfriend, Irina. And it was just, I cringed my eyes out watching Lady Gaga all over Bradley Cooper. I can't remember which award show it was, but they were singing together. And then you have Bradley's girlfriend, who's also a mother of his child, sitting in the audience watching all of this, being like,
what was her face like?
Cool. No, actually, I must give her...
She held it together?
She held it together. And I was like, oh, I love Lady Gaga, love her music. But if we had to compare the two, like, Irina has nothing to worry about. However, the tables have somehow turned.
Wait. You just grazed over that as if, like, you weren't doing a little dig at Lady Gaga.
I was.
So, let's talk about that.
Just only
you don't like her?
No, I love her. I'm
Okay.
just saying, looks-wise, Irina had nothing to worry about with Lady Gaga being all desperate and all over Bradley Cooper. You know what I mean? But clearly I was very wrong because they have broken up, and now there's talk of these two playing actual love interests again on Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm gonna be an asshole. So you don't think Lady Gaga's gorgeous?
Have you seen Irina?
I have.
Show him Irina.
She's a beautiful girl.
Listen, I'm
She's a
not saying
model.
Lady Gaga isn't gorgeous. I'm talking about in terms of like Lady Gaga and supermodel. Like she's Victoria's Secret model.
Yes.
Not that Victoria's Secret models and all of that is like the way of the world and the only beautiful people in the world. I'm getting myself into a real dark place here. All I'm saying is
I threw you
on
down
face
this hole.
value, on like face value, if you had to look at the two, I think Irina didn't have anything to worry about.
But
I was wrong, and so was she.
That is just a physical aspect, and for me, I feel like if my boyfriend had chemistry, emotional chemistry, more than physical attraction, that would concern me more.
Yeah.
Right?
They did have good chemistry though.
Because physical attraction, look, I can walk down the street and be like, that guy's hot, hot, but we
can
move
still
on.
look.
But when you have emotional chemistry, that is
That's the
a
problem.
grounds for jealousy for sure.
It
Yeah.
is.
It can get
It
really
is.
dangerous.
It is. Like for me, because I'm a very open person, I'm in a relationship. However, I don't mind if my partner is, sexually attracted to somebody and maybe together we might act on that. But like if there's like a friendship or something building, oh yes.
He's looking at Irina.
Irina is,
See?
she is
She's
something
very
magical.
pretty, yes.
So do you,
She definitely doesn't
do you
have
hate
anything to
me
worry about.
still for what I said?
No, but I see you're married and things now.
Sorry, as you were saying, but if you had to see a friend,
Oh yeah, yeah, buddy. If I had to, she looks like Sunday dinner.
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman.
So okay, if we were to compare the two to meals, and Irina was Sunday dinner, what is Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga is like church. I don't know.
That was being
that's a hard one
nice.
for me because I
That was
like
being nice. We're
food
talking about if
in
we're
general.
comparing these two ladies to food. Lady Gaga is not Lady
Ooh.
Gaga.
Irina is
is
Sunday dinner.
dinner.
Lady Gaga is Monday morning breakfast.
Oh.
Oh, who wants Monday morning anything?
I mean, that's my comparison.
Because Monday you're upset.
Yeah, you
And
don't
you
want breakfast.
Exactly.
You don't want to be
You
a
don't
part of
start the
anything
day.
anybody has to talk about on Monday.
Exactly.
But back
So
to
anyways.
Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, they may work together and play love interest in the new Guardians of the Galaxy. So
Right.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
So this on-screen romance, which we were all watching in A Star Is Born and then watched off-screen at award shows, we might be watching again in a movie, and then it might be a real thing.
I'm almost at the point where I just hope it doesn't happen because we should not ship people and push for things like this. It's none of our business who they fall in love with.
Right.
Well, I actually hope they don't fall in love and that this isn't a thing because I would hate for Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper's romance to be the reason why he split up with Irina. Like,
You know what?
I don't want to
Sad.
believe that. I don't want to believe that.
We don't
I'm just
wanna-
going to be clean and dry. Lady Gaga just need to get her a man and quit playing.
We just don't want. I don't want it to be another Angelina Jolie, Brad
There we
Pitt,
go.
Jennifer
Those are the
Aniston
worst.
situation.
Oh, yeah, that was
Absolute
messy.
worst.
But I was here for that.
Yeah, but everyone was like, but you know what, Angelina Jolie?
Right.
Okay, I get it.
Right. She's got
So-
those lips.
Oh, shit. Let's take a moment for Angelina Jolie.
Moment of silence for Anna. Anna. I'm just going to call her Anna. Angelina Jolie and those lips. Just a moment.
Well, I guess with the story, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens if they do play love interests and if this romance actually turns out to be a real thing.
Yeah, I'm just hoping. I don't think it's a real thing. I just think it's a chemistry thing, like an on-camera chemistry
well
thing.
together.
Yeah, they work well together.
Let's wait and see. Okay, moving on to another one, which is with Chrissy Teigen, and man, oh man, I freaking love this woman. She is
She's
so
one of my
entertaining.
favorites.
I'm the opposite.
Really?
No.
Tell me everything.
And I should love her because she's half Asian, but I just think she's constantly trying so hard to get attention and trying so hard to be funny and witty. She has some good qualities to her, but I'm just like, girl, just tone it down and just be you. You know?
Wow.
I think she's always like, game on. Game
Train
on,
our
game on.
speeches.
Yeah, obnoxious is the right word.
Hey.
Okay, well then maybe you'll have something interesting to say about this, because the problem over here is that Chrissy Teigen put some Insta story out where you can see that her daughter has her nails painted, and Chrissy got seriously mom shamed for painting a 3-year-old's nails. So when I read that as well, I was like, come on, trolls, just back down. Like, this is not a big deal. But the funny thing here is that Chrissy Teigen actually then clapped back, as she does in pure Chrissy Teigen fashion. Yep. She said, well, I actually fed her, what? I actually had her drink. Okay, let me start that again because I cannot read my own handwriting. I said, well, I actually had her drink it. So, joke's on you.
Ooh.
Oh.
She's like, you're gonna cut? I'm gonna go deeper.
Yeah. So the mom shaming was because apparently they're like really poisonous chemicals in nail polish, and you shouldn't be putting that on a child's body. It's gonna like go into the body, into the bloodstream, and blah blah blah. Which is why she was like, well, I let her drink it anyway, so joke's on you, you know. I just think that this is petty and it's not necessary, and I am all for little girls painting their nails. I mean, I did that. It was like just something you see your mom doing and you're like, oh, my mom is so like glamorous and I want to do that as well.
Right.
Whereas fake nails, I don't think that's necessary on kids. Like that's taking it to the next step. But letting kids paint their nails, paint their toenails, it's messy, it's fun, it's seriously no big deal.
Absolutely.
But what do you think?
I mean, just because I have a distaste for her doesn't mean that I disagree with you. I completely agree with you. Why is this news that Chrissy Teigen painted her child's nails?
Yeah.
Let her have fun with her child.
Right.
And why do people think that, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that because here we are having opinions, but I think like social media, like Twitter, gives us a platform to just be so strongly opinionated, and sometimes we just need to let it go. Let people raise childs the way they want. Let people live their lives the way they want, because we're humans. We're gonna make mistakes, and it makes it a lot harder to make those mistakes and come up from it when we're getting shamed for it constantly.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing. It's like, don't write anything on social media that you wouldn't actually say in real life.
Because you can't take it back.
You can't take it back, but also you have this like confidence behind a screen where you're like, blah, 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 I can say all of this, like mom shame Chrissy Teigen, whereas like,
oh yeah, there's
actually,
internet gangsters.
Yeah,
like
these trolls, I'm just like, man, I feel bad for you. Like, you know, it's actually a serious thing that you need to feel bad for these people. I was actually on another show where we did daily entertainment news as well, and it was on YouTube, and the comments in the section like ripping my accent and telling me I'm putting this on, and I would actually clap back because I found it quite interesting. 99% of the time when I clap back, in nothing like nasty or just kind of like making a joke. Like someone said to me, that girl's accent is so fake, she's definitely just some white girl from Alabama. And I was like,
my goodness.
I commented and I was like, yep honey, you're absolutely right. And they then commented back, and it's most of the time they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I was just having a bad day, like I didn't think that you would actually read this, like I didn't mean to say that. And it's just it's
they had a bad
sad.
day, so they decided to talk on your social media.
Yeah, that's what people do. They find some kind of power in here shaming Chrissy Teigen for painting her little child's nails, or even the child probably did it herself. Her name's Luna. She probably did it herself, you know, just having fun. Like they find some satisfaction, and like they have a voice and they're going to be heard and they're important because they've said something to a celebrity.
Well, that's why it's so important for celebrities and us to not take anything personal.
Yeah.
You just can't. You're going to read some really messed up stuff.
Yes, and it also just boils down to people need some shit to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
People are bored.
They need something to do besides social media. Can you actually imagine this? Social media shuts down for 30 days.
Oh, I'd love that.
Do you know how many people have just either, you know, lost their job as a model or as, you know, a YouTuber or like, wow, like worlds would shut down.
Yeah, that's why a lot of the influencers and YouTubers and stuff, they actually have a lot more going on, you know, because they've realized that Instagram might not be forever.
Right.
Whereas you do have those Instagram girls who are just like posting
they're
fun
just like,
photos and getting like
what
a million likes and money.
Yes, what cracks me up is like the naked post or like the booty post, and there's like a really deep quote written underneath. It's like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Or
look at my bum.
God first with your ass out. What?
And it's all Smoke and mirrors, guys. I just want to remind our viewers or listeners that smoke and mirrors, man. Like when I'm in the fitness industry, and when you watch all these fitness models doing a workout, they probably do 5 sets and then they disappear into oblivion once the camera's off. You know what I
Literally.
mean? Like, you don't want to do crazy, funky exercises. Those are just like visually interesting to watch. But when you're working out at a gym, for the most part, simple's fine.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know why they do like this bionic leg flip over and
getting
like,
the views.
that's how you get that leg. It's like, no.
Gets the views.
It's
Yeah,
just crazy.
it's like a whole different mindset
Yeah.
going to social media. However, I would actually like to go on your point, and I would love social media to shut down.
We
for
should
30
do
days.
that. Let's sign a petition.
Like,
See what happens.
our parents didn't have social media. They didn't have to document every single moment.
Every single moment
Maybe
is
that's
documented.
like, we should make a movie about that. A day without social media.
Right.
Yeah, what do we, I've actually had to take a serious reality check and be in a moment where, an idle moment, to not grab my phone.
Yeah.
To rather just be. I also work at a restaurant, and there's this one man that comes in every day, and he's old. He must be in his 70s, but he's very active, and he comes and he has the same meal every day, and he's often just sitting. When he's waiting for his food, he is sitting and he's watching and he's looking at people, he's looking outside, he's just being, he's present. He's not waiting for his food, grabbing his phone. Instagram,
Having a human experience versus a
Yes.
digital one.
It's a beautiful thing to be present. Absolutely.
and sure, social media has its perks, especially me being away from home, and I don't know where you guys are actually from. Are you from LA?
I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I'm from LA.
You're from LA,
Yeah.
okay. But still, just to keep in contact with friends and family abroad,
It is nice.
and yes, share what you're doing, what you're looking at, where you are. Love that. But then, of course, there's always the dark side to social media.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
dark.
I'm not trying to continue going down this social media rabbit hole, but the problem with that is, I'm seeing how she's doing, so I don't really need to call and see how she's doing. You know?
Right.
It's
It
odd.
does. You're kind of like you almost feel like you're there, but you're really not there.
Yeah. You're there just enough.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for our next topic?
Yes.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right. So rapper Yo Gotti's ass caught on fire. Literally. All right. Yo Gotti's pants.
Ooh, girl, let that ass on
His pants caught on fire while performing at a birthday bash. The comments on Instagram were hilarious. Speaking of social media, right? But
Yeah. I just think the biggest thing here is that he was just so cool about it. It's almost like, if we didn't notice the fire, we wouldn't have noticed anything at all. He didn't even, he just literally brushed it off.
I literally
was no
wouldn't
big
have
deal.
noticed it. It was like no big deal. That's exactly what it was.
He just tapped it off and carried on singing. There's actually this one comment that I thought was so funny. One person said, "The level of unbothered I aspire to be." It's
Right.
yeah, me too. That level of totally unbothered by everything and everyone.
Absolutely.
No fucks given.
No fucks given. Literally, when you're a performer, the show must go on. There are worse things that have happened. Literally.
Performer.
No, for real. Because he's up there making his money, so he's up there racking it up. You are not gonna let a little fire stomp out your check.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna smack it out, or have your homeboy swing
pat
out
it
and
out.
pat it out really quick. Continue with your performance. It happened. We moved on. I'm out
need
here
to
getting this
linger.
money.
There
I
are-
see my fans in the front row. Hey y'all.
So there's just some pretty funny comments. It's funny because we were just talking about negative comments, but there's some humorous comments sometimes too on
These
social
comments
media.
I don't mind when people are actually funny about it. I'm like,
Right.
do
As
it.
long as it's a positive thing, it's good to go. We should be banned from negativity is what we
Right.
should do. But
What are some of the comments?
some of them is, them things is fireproof. I see why you rich be playing mad bread for clothes.
Hey, they spend a lot of money on their clothes. They better be fireproof, flame retardant. They should be able to walk through.
Yeah. And then it says everyone.
Ring of fire.
Everybody
Fire.
gonna want to get caught on fire now. If my hype man can't put out fires, he fired because his hype man put the
Yes.
fire out right
Yes, he
now.
fired.
So
Nice.
funny. Them some good ass jeans.
Yeah, we need some of those jeans.
Probably true though. He probably has some really, really solid jeans. Yeah. And then a lot of it's a comments about the pants. Like, laughing my ass off. What type of pants are those? Must be Target. Everything is great at Target.
I do agree with that one. Target.
Yeah.
Never walk into Target wanting one thing and leaving
You
with one
walk
thing.
out with like 18 things.
Yes.
Aside from the thing that you went in for, you get home, you're like, I didn't get the shit I went in there for.
No, it's true. Like, what did I? Oh, crap.
Like, I didn't get the toilet paper I needed. I didn't get the paper towels, but I did get this new Ninja. I got this new Ninja. I got these new vitamins that are gummies.
I got this really cute shirt. It was only like $5.
Right?
Yes.
Polka dots.
You gotta go prepared, maybe with some blinders on and
Right.
just go.
And a Bluetooth
It's a scary-
speaker.
Yeah. Scary time. Just like in and out. In and out.
Yeah, I can't. Every time I go to Target, I end up just losing my whole life.
You there for hours. Hours. Go by.
Hours. And I could be in a rush. And I would be like,
Oh, good
ooh,
time.
there's a
That's
sale.
a problem. I hear you.
There is a sale. They have cocoa butter. Like
I do love that we're all in the same boat with this. Like, this happens
true.
to everybody.
I actually enjoy going to Target. It's like a fun field
It's
trip.
like a little trip, yeah.
right? It's there's this place in Burbank called Burbank Empire Center. So they have a TJ Maxx, they have a Nordstrom Rack, they have Target, and they have a Marshalls. And I'm just like, if I go in there, I'm there all day.
Yeah.
All day.
you said they have a Marshalls in there too?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all missing game on Marshalls. Marshalls and Ross. Oh, and TJ Maxx too.
Yes.
Like, you will live your best life. Like, you'll get some labels. It might be like 8,000 seasons later, but it's brand new.
It doesn't matter.
You're right. So sometimes, people have forgotten about this trend that was happening like a few years ago, that when it was actually cool. And then you wear it again, they're like, ooh, that's really nice. Where'd you get that from? And I'm like, I've had this. I've had this for a while. I just never wore it.
8,000 seasons old.
Right, right. Like you'll find Nikes. You'll even find like a Jordan that's like from like 83 or something.
Ooh, that's a collectible.
But it's a
though.
brand new one.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Well, anyway, on that clothing note, I think that he should bring out his own jean line
Oh,
after this fire.
with like a
story.
fire on the
What-
butt. On the
right,
butt.
Yeah.
A flame, definitely a flame
Flame.
logo.
Your body flame.
We should
Love
trademark
it.
that.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Trademark that.
Tying in story 1 with story 9.
Not
Yes.
Bieber Beauty.
At all. Are we ready for our last topic?
Yes, let's go for it.
Okay. Here we go, internet. So certain people just don't like to let things go. Like internet trolls and people that are super fans of like when a couple was together. Okay, before I even get to the actual couple, you know how people were a huge fan of like Usher and Chili.
Yeah.
When they broke up, it was just like it was the end of the world, the absolute end of the world. But this happens all the time. Like people, even how they're trying to do like the Lady Gaga thing with old boy.
Bradley.
Yeah. Like people just don't. They just don't want to let it go. They can't put it to bed. Right now, they are trying to pin Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber back together.
I just laughed because, come on, guys.
Yeah. So Justin Bieber and Chris Brown have a song together, and many fans think it's about Selena Gomez. What do you guys think about that?
I think, yeah, like you said, the fan base just never gives up with putting Selena and Justin together. Like I was a Jelena shipper. However, I do respect that they have moved on and that he is now married to Hailey Bieber, Baldwin. But the fans, they can get rough in those comments. Like we've spoken about trolls. We're kind of tying in most of our stories here today, like the trolls on social media. And celebrities do see that. This song, however, as much as I have moved on from putting Justin and Selena together, I must say that I do understand a little bit why in this scenario fans are like, this song is about Selena, because
Let's talk about this.
we have a verse over here, okay? It says, "Ain't call you back cause I let it go. I had to focus energy and just let it flow. And when we ride low, we were already gone. It wouldn't mean any more to me now." This is the part. "I know it hurts you so bad to see me happy, that I finally moved on and you thought it wouldn't happen. At times I used to cry when the world was laughing, but I act like I didn't notice." So, sure, those lyrics can apply to many things, but it's just like those little bits like that where he's like, I've moved on, I know you won't be happy for me. I understand why the fans are bringing it back to Selena. In this case, only in this case, do I understand why the fans are bringing it back to Selena.
Look, songwriters are going to write things that are inspired based on their real life events, and sure, this might be based on Selena, but does not mean that they are going to get back together.
No, definitely not. No, he's very happy with Hailey.
And I also just feel that if I was a celebrity and I had an ex-boyfriend that I was trying so hard to get over, it would really not help to have fans constantly tweeting at me saying like, when are you guys getting back together? Oh, he did this lyric, this is about you, for like over 8 years. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Justin, on that note, Justin actually put this Insta story out a while ago, which is now the story is all bringing this back. He put it on Instagram. A fan had commented saying, "You are not in love with Hailey. You're only married to her to get back at Selena Gomez. Plus, Hailey sleeps with..." Okay, that's irrelevant. Hailey sleeps with men like small Mendes. Okay. This fan was really on it. And then Justin actually comments on this saying, "You're immature. The fact that you have an account dedicated to dissing my wife and I is absolutely absurd." And he goes on to say, that he loves Selena and always will, but they've moved on. They're adults now. Like that was a childhood romance. Sure, they technically only really broke up last year, 2018 in March, but they've been on and off. But he's married now. Like he's a grown man. Like let's move on. And
So wait, who posted this comment?
so this is just some fan.
Just a random fan?
Just a random fan that
And he
posted this comment.
responded
And
to it? He responded to it
in
and
this
all of
paragraph.
that. So I feel like there's a little bit of guilt.
Oh.
Like, so if you really didn't give a fuck, like, would you really have that response? Would
now
you?
you're
No, think
throwing
about
a
it.
spanner in the
Take
works
a
here.
moment.
Yes, you're making
Take
my
that
brain
in for a
think.
moment.
Or do you think he's just done? He's like, shut up. I'm over it. Shut up.
I think to some degree, you have a point there. Is when something bothers you
Yeah.
enough,
You have to
there's
talk
something
a lot
triggering
about
in
it.
there. Now, it doesn't mean that he wants to get back with Selena,
Right.
but he definitely maybe have some thoughts. I mean, it's his first love, and that's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And also, I'm sure fans shipping them and like continuously
Doesn't help.
like pushing them to still be together. Hashtag Jelena all the time. I'm sure it's very hard for Justin to A, let go, and then B, poor Hailey in this whole mix.
Yes.
Like, one part of me is like, sure, I understand why the fans are relating the song to him singing about Selena, but on the other hand, I'm like, he's a married man. Would he do that to his wife?
I mean, he is an entertainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's, I guess again, it's also people are talking, there's publicity, people are listening.
I mean, I do think there's a part of maybe Selena and Justin Bieber and their management that are like, you gotta guys keep getting this going because this is keeping you guys relevant. Like,
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm gonna roll up my sleeves and get into this
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
And she even coincidentally, I don't know, just deleted the photo that she put up last year for Justin's birthday. So now officially there's nothing on her Instagram kind of including him or talking about him. So was this timing, the song coming out, her deleting the last Instagram, wishing him happy birthday? Like, are they always going to be interlinked? What's the vibe here? How do we move on? How do fans stop shipping these two?
I think that we just, until they find another couple that they really want to see together, like Bradley and Lady Gaga, then...
Hashtag Brandy and Gaga. Let's talk about them.
I know.
No, I have so many opinions when it comes to this whole Bieber Selena Gomez thing. So, number one, you're a celebrity. So people are gonna talk shit regardless. Why would you clap back? Why would you give that your energy unless you want it to be surfacing, unless you want that to be in headlines?
Well, he has
Number
been
one.
known to having a little bit of a temper, Bieber, right? He didn't.
Yeah. He didn't have a real childhood.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
He
He didn't.
straight
Hey, he
into
just
the
went
thing.
from singing these R&B songs and being able to copy these songs to being a known artist of his own, kind of, ish.
Yeah.
But and even like with Hailey, if you're in a relationship with this person that is either volatile or they are in the public eye all the time, just kind of like you gotta be ready for this crap to come flying at you. And on the songwriting tip, I do think this has to do with Selena. I do. Artists do it all the time. Because I mean, I'm in a very interesting side of the industry, so I get to see and hear songwriters, and I get to personally be in the room when they're creating this stuff. So sometimes it's not even just the artist conspiring for this thing. Sometimes it's a songwriter. They're like, this is in the media. Let's write this to kind of blow into that certain thing. So often they will take something that relates to what the two people have been going through. They'll put it together and make it something that the fans will gravitate to, because it only makes sense. It's going to strike a chord. It's going to get attention right away, and it's real life.
Yeah. Well, because the song itself is not fantastic.
Right.
Like, the song is not brilliant. I'm not going to go put it on my car and, like, love it. But, like you said, the lyrics and the content there is what's also, it's bringing the fans.
Right.
Because now we're talking about it.
Right.
Is it about Selena?
Right.
We need to know.
And actually, I think the songwriting part of it is the most genuine and real part of it, because the best artists, they write the best songs and music when they're going through something or they're like having heartbreak. So like I've like when it comes to like even Chris Brown and Rihanna and those people, some of them do write some of their own material, and some of them have people that are close to them that do write the material. So what they're going to do is make it very personal so it feels right.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
iPad falling down.
Ooh, we got music.
The song almost came on.
Yeah.
The song almost came on, guys. It just wanted to come on. It was just like, I'm gonna move. I'm happy to hear it. But more importantly, guys, how do you guys feel about Chris Brown still being a musician and a successful one at that, and having duets with all these people after everything he's done? And I know that
Everything
was
like what? Let's talk about the things that happened with him.
Yes.
Like, what particular things do you feel should have hindered him being where he is today?
I mean, I do believe in forgiveness. I do believe in not repeating itself. But the Rihanna situation was horrible.
See, here's the thing. Again, that's another media moment where things have been placed a certain way because he's the man in the situation. Hey, okay, I'm going to be real as real can be. And some people might hate me for this, but real life, regardless if somebody is a man or a woman, sometimes you want to beat their ass because they did some shit. So like you can't, like, even a male to a female, like women can't say you haven't seen a man that you wanted to completely just beat up because they did some wrong shit. And yeah, I know. Rules say that if you're a man, you should never put your hands on a woman.
But vice versa, I think.
And it should be vice versa, but that doesn't always happen. More so than none. Like the woman is like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna kick you, and you can't do anything to me. No, ma'am.
Right.
No, ma'am. The rules are even across the board. If you jumped on the playing field and jump in that football game, you are going to better be ready to be tackled.
Yeah. Well, I think it's great that regardless of all the drama that has happened with Chris Brown, I think it's great that he's back in the spotlight, teaming up with someone like Justin Bieber, giving us some content, some Selena scoop perhaps for us to talk about. But we've had some great topics here today. 10 very much so of what the fuck moments.
Yes, what the fuck.
My favorite, or not that it's really a favorite, it's just one that's really blown my mind, is the man that shot the woman that shot her husband. Oh, pregnant, whatever.
Yes, I'm same with you.
Wait, let's go back to that really quick, because I feel like that their last names were Ruiz and Perez.
Yes.
And the topic seems like some white people shit. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well, guys, we have had a lot of discussion here today. I would also love to know what you guys think, so you can definitely tweet us at Buzz Unlisted. Let us know your thoughts. Do you think these crazy moments are as crazy as we've made them seem to be? Are there any other things that happened this week that you'd love to tell us and hear our opinions on? But you can also follow me on all social media at Chanel Herlin.
You can follow me at The Real Trey Rich and Trey Rich on Twitter.
Oh, yes. There we go.
Yeah, you can follow me at KAORIOUS everywhere. Thanks, guys, for listening to us rant.
Yeah, I had fun. You guys are awesome. I think we had a good time.
Yeah.
I think
Until
we had a
next
great time.
time.
Well, I started out with a great time until she said she was a huge Cardi B fan.
Oh, to be continued. If you want to know how this ends, everybody, you better tune in next time.
Yes, because this is going to be a battle. Okay.
Oh, I'm ready, honey.
I can be the judge.
I'm ready.
We are going to fight to the bloody tooth and nail.
Bring your
about this whole
arguments
Cardi
in
B
next time,
situation.
guys.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks so much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Later.
Bye.
Bye. He's cute. I'm cute.
Are we really gonna have this battle right now?
We are. We're
Are we
gonna
taking
have
it
that.
outside? Are we taking it outside?
Oh.
I'm ready,
You want
honey.
a piece of
Taking
this?
it
Are we taking it outside?
Want a
You
piece
flip
of
the
this?
table. Are you flipping the table?
Oh, I'm
honey?
about to flip the table.
Oh, the shit's coming off.
I'm about to.
He's rolling up the sleeves.
I'm about to do.
I've got the water bottle.
about to do the reality TV thing.